Hey, I'm going to break down Chelsea doing some bar muscle ups. So, first thing we have is the jump up. We're using that red thing on the ground to help her jump into a hollow position behind the bar. So, you're going to notice when she jumps up and her feet are in, her hands are on the bar, is that this angle of the shoulders, there's an angle there, but she's very close to the bar. Like this is a very small triangle that we're seeing here. And then you're going to see how much farther back I am. And then when I jump up and my hands make contact with the bar, the bar comes straight down here. That angle up to the shoulder, like this is a much larger triangle, whereas hers is a lot smaller. And what we're trying to do is we want to build momentum to be able to swing through on this bar muscle up. And this is especially useful for that first bar muscle up when people, that first bar muscle up that people are trying to get. So this is the first thing. We want to be a little farther back in that swing. So then when she comes through, she has a little bit of swing through there. So you're going to notice her torso position, her hips, swing forward a little bit. And then you'll see this in mine. See how I stay in that hollow position and swing forward. Once those hips kind of get in line, or the shoulders start getting in line, we start transitioning to that arch, and then I'm going to keep swinging through. And now my feet are on the other side of the bar, and you can see like my center of mass kind of looks like this. So now with Chelsea over here, we start coming through, and now notice this arm position. You can see how I'm kind of like in a straight line. This is a little bit more of an arch, whereas there's like a bam, bam, bam. It's like a trapezoid here versus a smooth arch position. And then she's also balanced underneath the bar, relatively speaking. Right, she's in this extreme arch position. Where's my arch? Nice and through, and my entire body is on this side of the bar. Whereas for her, she has her feet on the other side. And again, this is for our first bar muscle up. A smaller kip, smaller arch being balanced on the bar can be useful, especially when we get to that advanced level for bar muscle ups. But for right now, we want to be able to swing through this. So then we come here and we start getting into this opening position. So we go back to that hollow, the feet kick up. So now we're coming through, my feet kick up. So now we're in the same position. We're in this hollow L-sit position. But notice where the center of mass is, where our hips are, and our torso positions in that angle in the hip. Right? So what I would like to see is this to be a little bit farther out, like I am here. Like my body is still completely on one side of the bar, whereas she's underneath that bar, right? We can also see that her head is looking up that whole time. She goes neutral there, but even at the beginning, she's always looking up. She gets neutral there, and now she's coming back to looking up. All right, so we're in that open position. Now we need that hip, and you're going to notice my feet come even higher. Right, they stay underneath the bar, but they come even higher. As her feet drop, so they don't get any higher than that. So those feet need to stay a little taller. And now those feet are going to start pulling her back. So now with the feet behind, it's going to be really hard for the turnover. Whereas my feet are all the way out here, and when I turn over, now the feet can drop and I can turn over. So the feet drop, and then you're going to notice she's just going up. Let me bring that. She starts opening that hip, and then she's pulling up, and there's no over. The eyes are up. She's just pulling to that bar. Whereas I'm much more horizontal. The feet are going to come over. My head is neutral. I'm looking over, and I'm going to shoot through. Head shoots through to catch that bar and to lock it out. So what we're doing here is we're using that momentum, that slight swing, to create some extra momentum. And now if weight is on one side, now it has to go to the other, and we can use that advantage to get us up and over that bar. But we need to make sure that we're patient, that we can get that swing, that we can keep those hips, those feet higher, and we can open that hip up. So, I mean, she has the tools to get there. Just need to work on that kip and work on that transition a little bit. And she's right there working on that bar muscle up. All right, cheers.